Hello guys, my name is Adam and I apologize for not doing a video in a while, and mostly the reason behind that is this is my first year in high school. I just started ninth grade, and as many of you seem to think it's not a lot of work, well, I'm still adjusting to it, and I haven't really had time to make videos. I've had soccer, so but anyways, whether you're watching this video on Vorse, my name's Adam. If you want to check out my channel, you can. I do a lot of commentaries like this, and on my channel, you know what I do. So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is creationism or intelligent design versus evolution. And this kind of whole thing sparked from a video I watched on Wings of Redemption's channel called it was like intelligent design versus something, evolution or something. And he talked about his opinions on intelligent design, what he thought about it, and what he disagreed with it with. And I thought it was a well-made video. I really enjoyed it, and I thought some of the views he made in that video were pretty similar to what I feel in the topic. So I'm just going to do my opinion on the whole evolution versus creationism thing, what I think is right, and kind of, in general, my thoughts about it. So first off, what is creationism? Well, creationism is generally associated with Christianity. Same with intelligent design. It's pretty much the theory of someone superior, more superior to us, creating us in a excuse me, in a state that we are in today. And then evolution is obviously the theory of us evolving from our ancestors, chimps, and fish. Okay, so what do I favor? I obviously favor evolution, like I said before, and the reasons are, to someone who believes in Christianity and creationism, I have nothing against you, okay? You're free to believe whatever you want, but when you start turning a religion into something trying to combat scientific facts, I do have a problem with that. And I don't think that's right to teach children a religion instead of scientific facts. Obviously, it's not in schools right now, but I don't think it should be in schools for a lot of reasons. The first thing I have an issue with it is, how are we teaching, well, not how are we can't be teaching kids something that is almost solely based on religion, because this is not church. This is a school. This is a place of education. This can't turn into a place of religion, and I think that's a lot what they're running into problems here. We can't turn our public school systems into church. It can't be like that. So there has to be a line there that is set, and we're teaching these kids science in science class. We're not teaching them Christianity in science class. I think there's a big difference there. I think the way they have it now is good, and in my opinion, it is always going to be that way. In my opinion, there will never be a day that creationism gets taught in schools. I'm going to make another point here. If you think back to, I'll go back to the 1950s when my dad was in school, and my dad is now 50, okay? So he said in school, people just told you, well, there's a God up there, and everyone believed him. Well, believed the person who told you that because we didn't have telescopes in space that could see out there. Before, someone would say, well, God's real, he's up there. No one had any evidence to contradict that, and they said, well, sure, yeah, he is up there. But then the Hubble came along, and when that came along, people started to realize, well, where is he? This telescope can see millions of miles away, and we're not seeing the God that everyone has proclaimed is up there. We're not seeing him. Why would he be hiding? If he's up there, he's the savior. He should. I'm gonna make another point. Think back to 2000, where the rapture was happening, and God was going to come down and take all his loyal followers and take them back up to heaven. There was people on the streets, my dad said, on the streets as he walked by to his work, handing him papers saying, tomorrow is the day, or I think it was like a week in advance, next week is the day, do this, do that. And it came, the day came, and it gone, and nothing happened. It's, it's getting to the point where it's ridiculous. I'll actually go into the facts behind evolution. First being, why do we have wisdom teeth? Well, nowadays we don't need wisdom teeth. Most times, in most adults, you get your wisdom teeth removed if they're a problem. Why don't we use them? Because when we were in our simpler stages, we ate more meat and we needed those teeth to chew up the meat more efficiently. Now we don't need them as much, so therefore our jaws have shrunken and we don't use the wisdom teeth anymore. Think back in the 1800s, how tall was the average man? I'm going to do a rough estimate here in around the 5 foot range. 5 foot to 5'4", 3. Nowadays, I think it's around the 5'11" mark. We have grown bigger. We have healthier foods. We have a sustainable medical field. We're growing bigger and stronger. It's a fact. Okay, another reason. We have not a direct comparison, but something very similar to a fish's heart. Okay? All of these can they're evidence. We have fossil records that lead... What am I trying to say? That lead from our ancestors all the way up to us. We have depth fossils. That means you're not... In the theory of creationism, well, if God created humans and just dropped them down, wouldn't we find humans before dinosaurs? Or, well, not dinosaurs. I'm retarded. Wouldn't we find humans remains before we have, we're finding them now? They would be further back in the fossil records, and they aren't. We find humans in the top layers of fossil records for a reason, because in the tops of the fossil records are the only times humans walk the earth. Okay, this is common sense. Obviously, you're not going to find a human remain before a dinosaur fossil. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Okay, there's a reason why we find human fossils after the dinosaurs went extinct. Okay, this is common sense, and I don't think anyone in their right mind nowadays, I don't see how they're believing this. I understand if you go to church and you enjoy it, and it's something that you like. That is fine. But don't go around and try to impress upon people that this is the only way to believe or think, because that is just plain wrong. I have a grandmother. She likes church, and she doesn't go around forcing people to come with her. It's not like a bad thing, like, if you don't come to church with me, your opinion is completely wrong. No. Okay? My only problem with Christianity and the belief in creationism is what I just stated. They're trying to impress it on everybody, and this is the only way to believe something. Look, that's completely wrong. It shouldn't be that way. Just go to church. If you enjoy it, that's fine. I have nothing wrong with it. I have nothing wrong with church in general. But if you start walking around and impressing people, your opinion, and saying this is the way to believe, that is just wrong, and I think it needs to stop. So that is my opinion on this topic, guys. If you enjoyed it, I always like ratings, and I also appreciate, post a comment down below other topics you'd like me to talk about. I have a lot of more videos I'd like to plan, controversial topics like this. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down below, and I'll probably get around to it. But thank you guys for watching. This has been Adam. See you guys later.